be a party when it starts. All right, just doing okay. Hello, viewer, and welcome to Chaotic Sentimental. We are a small group of people. We are full of big feelings and bad decisions, and you two are fitting in perfectly.
Yes.
We have another story here for you today, but before we get to that, I'm going to introduce the lovely people that I am accompanied by. Starting on my right, and last time I did to the camera, but we're not doing that today. We
Aha!
have the lovely Devin!
Yay!
And then on my left over this side, we have the lovely Katie! And then to their left, we have the lovely Cassian! And then to their left, around the corner, we have Sorren! And then over here at the top of the table, you have I, Charlie Dungeon Master. That's exactly how it goes every time.
I was really hoping yeah.
And we hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoy this episode. Roll the intro.
Charlie's trying to hide his disappointment.
I have a short monologue that I have to tell you for the 1000th time.
He has to tell
You
It might be the
should-
first time.
Would reply word for word, comment by comment, what it is.
Yeah.
The darkness is hungry. A wizard and a warlock are all that stand in between. Aboard the Crimson Moon, Sorren, an ancient bloodthirsty captain seeking the extinction of a corrupted age, sails beside their newfound love, Talon, an eyeless, abyss-woven tiefling, guided by shadow dragons. Welcome to a tragedy in the making. Bound by love, secrets, and impending ruin, they chase forbidden power and impossible answers aboard the Crimson Maw. Their goal is nothing less than the death of a son and the destruction of a godlike entity. Salvation may be in reach,
But so is oblivion.
Welcome. Previously on A Sea of Shadow, our Umbral adventurers had left the mists, and we also met some new characters. Callum and Bridget, two stray adventurers lost to their haunted cove, spent quite some time, 2 hands worth of years in this place, with one goal: the destruction of a godlike entity, the Banshee Queen.
I thought it was a good little callback there. I see what you're doing there, buddy. He did the thing! Sorry, that was a little dramatic. I'll tone it down.
Throughout the years, they've been searching and investigating a way to try and destroy this creature. And they have recently just come into some knowledge in which they could. However, they need some help. And by all the gods' sweet blessings that never appear in the haunted cove, one had made it through. The Crimson Maw, the notorious pirate group, had found their way into the haunted cove and crossed paths with Bridget and Callum, and they managed to somehow talk into a united front. One side can help the other, and the other help the other. And that is the agreement they have come across. One group will guide them through the lost city, and the other will help them reach the destination, the cave in which they so seek. Will they part ways after? Who knows? And we begin our adventure where they have come together and they have first entered the Lost City, a graveyard of rooftops between the Mists and Castle Vedavigen. You just finished doing some awkward conversations between each other as you're sussing each other out. As the crew kind of interrogates, kind of threatens. You're not really sure what that kobold did, but he did something.
He did
There's
something.
Yeah.
There's an amount of threat in what he said.
The amount of threat.
It
I'm
isn't a mine.
amazed
There was
I have
fear
not
somewhere.
put my elbow in my tart.
Somebody was afraid. That's all I know.
The shadows of the buildings are casted upon you as you pass them, as the moonlight is covered by them. The silence grows heavier as you enter these rooftops. But every now and then you hear a faint scream, a faint yell, cry of horror. Coming around the corners, down a path, down what would be an alley. It's hard to tell how this city once was laid out, as all you really look at is rooftops that have crumbled and fallen into each other on themselves, or fallen over large towers, crashed over two buildings and creating a makeshift bridge from one side to the other as you sail underneath it. As you look back, you see the mists in a far, far distance between the empty, or between that floating ship graveyard. And here, a ship passes by, kind of covering the mists as you look down the path that you kind of like sail into, like what would be like a street, I guess. It's about maybe 80 feet wide. And these buildings kind of go really tall. Everything feels like it's big. Like you're small and you got shrunk a little bit. Like the buildings are not for typical standard sized humanoids. As you sail on, eventually like a empty ship just kind of sails past where the entrance would be. And as it passes by, you just see it kind of uncover a building as if your entrance just disappeared and you are in the middle of town. You know that direction is where you came. Perhaps you'll find your way out, but it does not look like the open path that you just came in. How you doing, Oscar? Okay, we're gonna take him up to Scoot. We'll take a moment of pause.
I mean, I feel like I did ask Talon a question too,
Yes,
right?
we can-
As
What was that question?
why do we want to kill that which does not
Yes. It's been a whole week. I'm sorry, I forgot the question.
live? Yeah, we're wearing the same clothes. Week later,
It's called continuity.
I was gonna say, should I have brought like multiple shirts or?
That would be fun for a bit.
for a bit.
One person changes their shirt.
Alternatively, we've got like 12 versions of the exact same.
There you go. Perfect.
Why did you? Why do you?
You know, your crew asked a lot of questions. Why do you care why I want to kill the Banshee Queen?
Not
Jeez.
many people go around saying and or spending 10 years in a place just to kill a ghost.
Well, if I could have been here less than 10 years, I would have done that instead. It's not really like we had much of a choice. I want the Queen dead.
Why
I have my reasons.
do you not care to share them? They're secret.
With a pirate captain that I just met.
I'm gonna like lean pretty close in. Do you have issues with pirates, Callum?
With raiders and murderers and thieves.
Honestly, he just has issues with people.
Tell me, how many innocents have you killed?
More than you've met in your life.
Callum's hand on his blade.
Do you really want to try that here, little man? On a ship full of pirates?
Vengeance will come for you as well.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
He'll take his hand off his blade.
Alright. Take us through the Lost City then.
Alright.
Sorry. I'm eating a tart. It was good.
Roll for Lost City. It was one.
Can I actually? I would like to make a connection with Callum for a second.
Yeah.
And just in your head.
As soon as you go to make the connection,
Mhm.
it is like you hit a brick wall. Callum turns to you and says, "Don't do that."
You don't do that. You do it all the time.
Yeah, it's very noticeable when you do it. I'm just not that good at it.
I do it with Bridget because I've asked her. Don't go poking around in my head.
I'm not going poking around in your head. I'm trying to talk to you.
Words are enough. Anything you can say to me, you can say to Bridget as well.
That's not my concern. You can continue on.
So what do we have to do to navigate through this?
So, the Lost City is the best way you've come to learn it is that it's kind of like alive. It has ways of communicating to you because it's not that you can just remember up, down, left, right. It's that you have to read the signs that it gives you. There's certain landmarks or symbols and such things that it will reveal to you, which can guide you. These are what you have remembered or made notes of. You have either copied in a journal. And what are to actually watch out for. If you take wrong turns and such, it's not so much as the end of the world, but the city knows that you have gone a certain way. And then there is a series of paths, signs or symbols or landmarks that you need to watch for, that bring you back to the main road is the easiest way. So there's the correct landmarks that would lead you on the main road. But if you stray from it, it's as if every side road has its own landmarks to lead you back to the main road. Where your concern is you have the landmarks for the main road. But if for some reason you missed a turn or did not find the correct landmark and you go off, you don't have all of the correct side roads. You're not sure how many side road possibility variations there are or anything like that. You recognize some. There's usually about 2 or 3 or 4 things you usually typically have to watch for to get back to your main path, and then it's the typical sequence. But you have had it where you have gone through, missed a turn on your main road, gone onto an off-road, and looked at your notes, and it is completely different. Nothing shows up that you have had recorded, which you've been able to just deduce, oh, I guess there's more. Do you care to explore all them? No, because there's dangers in here. So, as long as you don't miss your turn, so to speak, you should be okay. Otherwise, you're going to have to kind of hope you don't miss more turns to get back to your main road to continue trying. If you fail and survive, then you find your way out the way you came in, back to the floating graveyard of ships, and have to start all over again. And these are the rules that you know of for this place.
Bridget, do you have the journal the last time we came through?
I reach into my bag and I pull it out and I hand it to you.
Flip forward and say, all right. Look for, we need a building.
So, your first series of clues. The first one is a clock tower. You know that the clock tower always appears in a fork, and you always have to take the right on the fork. Is how it always been, and it's always the clock tower that shows first. Okay. You know, next there will be another kind of two-path option, and a crow will appear and land on the entrances. It will call. You do not go the path. The third is where it gets a bit tricky. There is magic involved. There's these strange glyphs. What languages do you speak?
Common sign, and half.
And
You can pick one if you haven't, if you forgot to pick that one.
I forgot.
If you can pick one, something. And I know that you always start with at least two, common and something else. And I don't think you're back on this one, but what else do you want to know? Go ahead, pick.
I guess Elvish.
Okay, cool. The glyphs are not in a language in which you know. But you do know, you do have that glyph memorized. You have it drawn in your notebook, and you know what it should look like. The tricky thing with it is that it is subtly hidden. There's multiple paths that you could take. Sometimes it's like 3, 4. You've gone through here once where there was 5. You have to kind of go down the path a little bit and hope you spy the glyph on the side of the building somewhere before you continue down that path. And you've gotten turned around sometimes on this one because you've been going down one of the paths looking for the glyph, and you've kind of just gone too far and you fucking find your way out. Just by spending too much time to search for it. So it's kind of finicky. That is usually where you find yourself fending off the dangers of the lost. Not that they don't appear for that, but there's always something. Ghosts, skeletons. We'll start with that.
I guess it's still making unbroken eye contact with you. We done here then? Shall we move on?
Absolutely.
Alright. With the journal open. Alright. First thing is always the clock tower.
You can go
Right.
tell that to the helmsman. He'll be able to
I
get
thought I'd
us.
tell it to the captain since I can't order the helmsman.
You can let him know. He'll follow you.
Sounds good. No. Walk away. Up the stairs. Who is that helmsman?
Helmsman is what?
It's Myrrh.
Yeah, but what species
He's a
is he?
tiefling.
He's a tiefling. You see this tiefling. I forget what description I did before.
He's purple, I think.
He's purple.
He's a purple tiefling.
He has wind-swept hair, just like blown back. He is at this like 20-degree angle when he's leaning and holding his ship.
Just all the way back.
Yeah, like just back. And he always has this like partially stoic, kind of adventurous look in his eyes as he kind of like scowls forward. It's like concentration and confidence of managing this or handling this ship. He has no shoes, no boots. He just barefoot in the boat. He has his feet planted like he's holding on to the ship with his feet. You can see that there's like the wood is darkened and blackened kind of from the oils from his flesh from standing here and sailing the ship for so long. He doesn't even like look at you when you kind of show up.
I'll just stare at him. Oh, are you acknowledging that I'm here now? Is that a yes?
Yes.
That's great.
I keep wanting to do like a steering wheel. This is actually our ship.
Try to keep us away from the buildings on the side and just keep going till you see a clock tower. And take a right. You'll know. Trust me.
How tall is it?
You see the size of these buildings around, right?
Is it broken and dilapidated?
Partially collapsed, yes, but still sticking out of the water. You'll see it. Big clock face.
And I stay right.
And then it'll fork, keep to the right.
Very well.
I'll nod and head back down to Bridget and the rest of them. I'll look at Bridget. I'm just so rude on this ship. No manners at all.
Are you saying that out loud?
Fully out loud. Me standing right there.
Well, what about you?
What about?
Where's your manners?
Kind of do seem like a stuck on person.
He just comes across that way, I swear.
No, I really think he is like that.
Yeah, he has his good days. Like us all.
I don't think he's had a good day in a long while.
Not in 10
In his
years.
defense, 10 years. Listen, you've had a really shit day for how many hours? Now imagine that many hours over 10 years.
I mean,
How
No,
miserable
I
would
think
you
this is
be?
actually quite hilarious, to be honest. Yeah.
So-
I think I'm finding the amusement in it.
oh, okay.
I'm trying, love.
Yeah.
Yes, you are very trying.
Callum, for once in your life, can you just shut up?
No.
Is there something that would help the situation that you're currently experiencing?
I think it's being on a ship full of pirates is really what's getting them.
I mean, it kind of was the bragging about killing innocent people that got me, so I don't feel like I'm going to be okay until...
I wasn't bragging. You just
Kind of
merely
sounded like bragging. Kind of sounded a little bit like bragging.
I'm not gonna get into it.
I mean, you could. I think it would be amusing.
I don't think that we need to get into it. And all of the... There's just so much more to all of it.
You feel the ship kind of pull itself as, and you hear the click as
Past the clock tower.
the ship. A shadow kind of casts over the ship, and you look up and you see this large clock tower there with these massive arms. They are all pointing to like 12 hour. The interesting thing is that it's not the typical common numerical system. What languages do you two speak again?
Common, Abyssal, Sign Language, and Draconic.
Common, deep speech, Elvish, and thieves can't.
Oh, I also can't.
None of you recognize the symbols, but if you were to just, you know the positions that it's pointing at. It's pointing at 10 past 3.
Because you notice, Sorren has like Elvish like tattooed all over their arm too. So, but if you read Elvish, but
Talon, you know
I'll
to
show
make a
you the
note
word.
of this. 10 past 3, as this is something that will come up.
oh god, my laptop's turning off again. This is probably because of like it looks like it continues.
So, I think we should, though, maybe circle back to finding some common ground. If we're all gonna do this together, I'm starting to feel a little bit more apprehensive, I think, about us working together, right? So perhaps we could find a place, something.
I'm a man of my word. I will take you there. I'm not gonna try anything.
And we'll help you with your cave. But I do still want to know why you want to kill the Banshee Queen.
I want to know why you killed innocent people. We all have wants.
You truly want to know.
Very much so.
I killed them in a fit of bloodlust after I was turned into the monster I am now. It's the only way to survive at the time. Haven't done it in a while, unless they were deserving. So, with knowing that, true. Why do you want to kill Banshee Queen?
I swore an oath of vengeance. And she wronged somebody that I know. And for that they will die.
Did she wrong them as the Banshee Queen or what she was before then?
Cal will just silently stare at you.
Yes. You know, I do like a good story of vengeance.
On that we can agree.
There we go.
Hey, common ground.
Vengeance. Vengeance is fine.
Vengeance is good, I'd say.
Oh, right, we passed the clock tower. I should probably go tell your helmsman where to go to next.
When you remember that, that's when you hear some wings flap. Land. Perched atop of a gargoyle. This massive, like it's on like the ear, and it's the same size of the ear of this gargoyle that's crumbled and fallen apart. That's atop this building. That appears like it's on the corner of one path, and then there's this kind of debris of just crumbled stone and stuff, and shingles and just things, clay shingles, that kind of like block a bit and then create a second path off to the right. So the crow appears to be on the one. There's it flies off. You're able to make a note of it, but you're coming up quickly to this turn. Yes, the helmsman must know quickly which way to go.
Yeah, I'll race up there again and I'll tell him, keep right. Keep right. The crow's on the left side, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this way, yeah.
You feel the ship kind of pull itself to the right. You all swing over. Brace yourselves. The buildings grow tall and narrow. The path narrows.
She had a dream.
Right.
We're coming up on a dangerous section here. You should prepare your crew.
They're already ready. Everybody, I think, is like still like.
Everybody looks ready, but then when you look around, you see the kobold kind of going around, and he's just, you hear him say one thing. It was like, hey, 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 and he's like talking up. He's speaking up to like Redna. Hey, you see my gun? I lost my guns. I have a feeling they're here. Oh, whatever. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. It's like, everyone seems ready other than the kobolds asking where his guns are.
Do I see any guns laying around?
Okay.
Hey.
No guns. As you continue, this path kind of narrows and gets really tight, where you're basically completely in the shadows of these buildings. There's probably only 20 feet between the crumbled debris of the buildings on either side of this ship as you kind of sail yourself through. Up ahead, you can see an opening that's lit up by moonlight. The wind almost kind of leads your sails, and you basically just coast into this kind of large opening. Callum, you're immediately counting 5 possible ways. 6, including the one you just came in. What were these notes that I gave you?
10 past 3.
10 past 3. Oh, sorry, but what was the notes also for the third one?
I have a strange glyph appears not in a language we know. The glyphs are subtly hidden, and we need to look for them. There's always something dangerous around it.
As you're going to sail into the center of this, Callum, you know what to look for. It's rather difficult to kind of spy it from your guys' experience because you just have 2 sets of eyes. However, you have a full ship here that is able to assist in the spying with their little eyes. Yeah.
Alright, noble one. What's next?
I assume we would have drawn we can't speak it, but we would have still drawn the glyph somewhere that we can show, right?
Yes. Yeah, you have a note of it in your book.
Right. I'll rip a page out of the back and quickly draw it. I'm keep an eye out for this. I'll pass it to you.
Where's this supposed to be?
It'll be somewhere.
Do you think we can get Nux to look for it? Is it down the path?
Sorry, what?
Is it down one of the paths?
It'll be hidden somewhere amongst the buildings and the rubble. That's the place that we have to go. I'll cautiously, so you can see me doing it, draw both my blades. Be ready.
Lovely.
I'll have Nox look at this.
I'll hold up the piece of paper with the giant eyeball. So, with a rat.
And yeah, I'll order him to find it in my mind.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna disconnect from Nox.
Okay.
Cricket had a dream, which she told me quite a while ago now, but I don't remember all the details. But she talked about there was a crow. She talked about a crow in the dream, some stone cage. There was a gem and a sword in a stone cage, and it was under a shipwreck in a shallow reef.
This is what the emblem looks like for world immersion.
Dope.
It's just like a weird shaped V inside of a U. Can you all give me perception checks?
Atrociously on every one of these, and the luck continues.
What
I'm
is
gonna
it
roll one for your
for?
ship.
That's a 6, baby.
Yes, you're spying for this. You can give me one for Nox.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Can I use investigation?
sure.
Okay.
You can choose to do investigation or perception, whichever one you actually prefer. I don't know.
24 for Nox.
24 for Nox. Cool. I rolled for your ship as well. They rolled abysmal. What did everybody get? 24 for Nox.
6.
6. Bridget?
26 with
26,
investigation.
26
Yeah.
and 24. Okay, cool.
Our eyes just glazing over.
You're peering around, watching. As you are looking around, Nox is flying basically a bit down every pathway as the ship kind of maybe circles the best it can around. You guys kind of spy down the most you can. This is kind of the most efficient system you found, where it's like you kind of you circle around the paths, and if you can't see it, then hopefully you can start going down a path a little bit, and find it before then. But no, hopefully you try to find it before you have to go down one, because it sucks to turn around these things. As you're circling around, you notice both sorry, you spy as you come past the third path. Basically going clockwise. You came out and then you just started going around. By the time you come to this third path, it's just kind of like this town debris and rubble and rooftops and such. You spy as the moonlight kind of illuminates this rune that looks like what you were shown by Calum, as it kind of glows this magical blue. And it's at that time when Talon, are you so you're still psychically linked?
No, because he's gone too far.
He's gone too far.
I disconnected from him. But like once he comes back into range.
Pudding.
Nox comes back into range, and as it comes to the edge, it's basically on the other side of this opening, and he communicates in your head, which I guess I get to do Nox's voice. Because what kind of sight does he have?
He has double sight.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Nox, you hear Nox in your head, and he says, "Warning! Warning! They come! They're coming!" And as you are reconnected with Nox's vision, you see way off in the distance you and the ship that you're on, and then past you, down this path that Sorren that you had spied this glyph in, you see basically phasing out of the walls, floating above the waters, these apparitions, ghosts of people dead from before, as they kind of pass out of the walls. You see these women with long hair that kind of floats up, kind of similar to like how Tess's hair does. And then another like figure stepping out with like this long cloak and some kind of like sword in their hand, and they have these strange tendrils that kind of come off their sides. It was almost like they're wreathed in this like ethereal flame, and it appears that they kind of like their body is kind of ghost-like, but they have this metal armor that still rests on themselves that's kind of worn and weathered, like as if it's as old as from when they died ago. From when they died ago.
That's time.
These three women kind of come out from this stone wall and just like, "Ow!" and let out this piercing howl. As it kind of echoes across all of the building's walls. Your helmsman Murray, he turns and starts to go down the path, but these ghosts begin to enclose around you. Can you all roll initiative for me? As the food's here? Yeah. Perfect timing. Give me your initiatives, and then we're gonna give y'all. We're gonna see you next episode.
Advantage?
That's only for me.
Ah, okay,
I
never
wrote
mind.
wrong. That's my bad.
Okay, that's fair. I was like, that would be nice.
Would have been nice.
18.
18k.
Hey, also 18, but I think your dex is higher, so.
21 for
18
me.
and Sorren
What?
is
What is-
18, and then we have 21 for Cal.
Like, plus 4, 18.
Talon?
I'm not doing rogue.
8 for me, and
And Nox.
8 for Nox, and he would go before me.
Okay. Bridget, Sorren, which one out of you two goes first? Bridget, okay. Cool. We're gonna end there. Join us next time. I want to see if Shadow to find out what happens. Is this where they will meet their demise? Possibly.
Possibly.
Good evening.
And a good
Thanks
night.
for watching, and we hope to see you again next time. Bye.
Ooh, toodles.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.